Okay, in the back, where it's always dangerous. The shit's happening in the back. In the back, Claudio Castagnoli is looking for Edge. He's walking through the hallway looking for Edge. Guess what happened within 5 seconds of this shot coming up on the air, Brian?
He found Edge.
No, Edge found him.
Well, I mean, that's what I meant.
Edge jumped him. What the f? They just happened to come up at the exact moment that this Pearl Harbor attack. They get in a fight and they go out in the arena. Never seen anything like that before. And they fight walk to the ring. And then there's Wheelie Useless out to jump Edge, and they beat Edge up with a chair. But then Jay White came out in the entranceway. And they turned around because his music was playing, and Edge, who had just been beaten mercilessly with a chair, got up and took the chair away and beat up Claudio and Wheeler. And then Marina Shafir jumps in the ring, and she jumps on Edge's back. And while she's on his back, Wheelie comes with the knee, but Edge moves, and Wheelie hits Marina with a knee, and she goes down and stays there. Immobile, unconscious, potentially stone cold graveyard dead. We never see her move a muscle again. Bear in mind. Jay White now gets in the ring laughing at all the things that have transpired and gives Wheeler his finish. And then Edge takes a chair and starts wearing Claudio out. And then puts Claudio on the chair and milks a concerto and does it, and you could see right through it. They had the shot from the side. Not only did you could see through it, but now the person taking it is not selling it in any way. Their body doesn't spasm, their legs don't flap, their arms don't twitch, nothing happens. Because for one, they're already ludicrously unconscious for a long period of time, and they're being placed on a chair and expected not to be able. There are people in medically induced comas that have more movement than the people that are being put on this fucking chair. And of course, they don't want to move beforehand because they'll get their brains knocked out. But it is the phoniest, stupidest fucking movie. It can't be done realistically. Unless the guy's brain explodes into tomato sauce and blood shoots everywhere, it's a bullshit thing. So he milked it and he did it. And Claudio just lays there and didn't move a muscle when he got hit. Then Dick the Boozer comes to ringside, our friend Mr. Moxley, and he pulled Wheeler over the rail to save him. And in the ring, there was Edge pulling Marina Shafir over to set her up for a concerto. She is still completely unconscious from the knee that she took, and it's been at 2 to 3 minutes. I mean, if you're that unconscious, normally there's brain damage involved, right? That long. And he milked it forever. Was he going to do it? Is he not going to do it? And then music plays. And here comes Willow. And Willow just comes down and rolls into the ring. And Jay White is down on the floor with a chair holding Dick the Boozer back from coming over the rail. Now he's scared of something. Jay White with a chair, when he's been beating up 4 baby faces at a time, Jay White with a chair. Ah, fuck Marina. She's on her own. And Willow gives the concerto to Marina Shafir. It also looks bullshit. And it also, she doesn't move a muscle. Doesn't even twitch. And they'd been immobile. They're laying there for minutes to begin with. I mean, people turn over in their fucking sleep. And then they played music and went to the break. And I said, good God. And it was 9:30. Have I overstated the case of how rotten this was and how nobody gave a fuck and how phony it looked?
I thought it was awful, but I thought it was just me because I think all the Moxley stuff is awful. And again, he's trying to look concerned, and luckily Willow's music hit, because why run into brain someone if you don't have your pleasant music playing?
Well, and they couldn't have Edge do it because that would be a guy hitting a girl with a chair. So instead of just saying maybe we shouldn't give the girl brain damage with the chair in terms of what the fuck, she's going to come back next week, her eyes not black, her nose isn't broken, her cheekbones, she got no cuts, no lumps from that. But that's what they did there. And they had the go home stretch, half an hour. So they stuck Harley Cameron and Deonna Purrazzo in that spot. That happened, and that took a while. Unfortunately, I looked away. But then in the back, as a continuation of what had just gone on, Claudio and Marina have been loaded into the back of the ambulance. They're on the gurneys, and they're still totally unconscious, totally immobile. They're not moving. And the ambulance drivers and the people are in there, and then the doors close, and it's Edge, Jay White, and Willow that are closing the doors and give the ambulance the pat on the door for them to pull out. When's the last time that you saw the people that injured the person allowed to be the people that closed the door on them and after they put them in the ambulance? I wrote, is this written by a third grader?